I have a patent in the United States. Is this really enough to protect my product and my business? This question comes up a lot and goes to the heart of the relationship between US patents and patents in foreign countries. I want to explore this question during this video. Hi, my name is John Farrell. I'm a Silicon Valley patent attorney. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, before we get started, let's understand quickly what is a patent. A patent is a limited monopoly to exclude others from making, using, or selling your invention for a period of up to 20 years for a utility patent. The requirements for getting a patent are that your invention needs to be new, it needs to be useful, and it needs to be non-obvious. Okay, with these basics out of the way, then the next question is, I have a US patent, is that enough? Should I be filing for patent protection in other countries? Well, to understand this, it's important to recognize that a US patent is only effective in the United States. If you want to stop people from making, using, or selling products in Canada, for example, you need to separately get a Canadian patent. There is no such thing as a world patent. Each country has its own patent protection. It's really a matter of sovereignty. It's protectionism from each country of the world. Now, one exception is the new unitary patent, which is a patent that's granted by a collection of countries in the European Union. The unitary patent took effect in 2023, and eventually filing a single patent application will allow you to get patent protection in up to 25 European countries. But otherwise, you should recognize that if you want protection in a specific country, you'll need to file a patent application in that country. So do you need patent protection in other countries beyond the United States? Well, there's nearly $6 trillion worth of trade into and out of the United States every single year. This represents more than 10% of all global trade. And for many businesses, especially small businesses, having a monopoly in a $6 trillion economy presents a lot of opportunity. And that opportunity may be enough, especially relative to the cost of getting patents in other countries. And patents in foreign countries can be expensive. Not only is there the cost of writing and filing the patent application, but in most countries, you're required to translate the patent application into whatever the local language is of the country that you're filing in. If you're filing a patent application in China, it requires a Chinese translation, and likewise Japan and most other countries of the world. In addition to the filing costs and the translation costs, most countries require a maintenance fee be paid every year to maintain the monopoly, the patent monopoly in that country. This can be viewed as taxation by that country for the privilege of having a patent monopoly in that country. For most countries, the tax is pretty small. It's a few $100s per year typically. But in the aggregate, with multiple patents in multiple countries, those taxes can really add up. And then, of course, there's the population consideration. Some countries are just too small to worry about with respect to patent protection. The Arab Emirates, for example, has a population of 10 million. New Zealand has 5 million people. And one of my favorite countries, San Marino, has only 34,000 people in the country. In many of these smaller countries, the potential for patent infringement of your invention is probably just not worth the cost of filing a patent application in that country. And besides just the cost of filing and maintaining your patent application in foreign countries, there's the cost of enforcing your patent once your patent is issued. Let's face it, it's just expensive to hire foreign attorneys and prosecute a litigation matter in a foreign jurisdiction. You'll likely require multiple sets of attorneys to interact with you and to represent you in the United States, but also attorneys in the foreign jurisdiction who are familiar with the laws in that jurisdiction and can work with the courts to stop your infringement. So with these considerations, I have a couple of bright line tests that I use when thinking about whether foreign patent protection is worthwhile, and specifically, which countries should we consider for foreign filing protection. When looking at a map of the world and deciding where to file your patent applications, there are 3 things that you should look at. Number 1, look at sales. Number 2, look at manufacturing. And number 3, look at contracts that you have in foreign jurisdictions. If there are any foreign countries in which you have more than $5 million in sales, you may want to consider filing a patent application there. Less than $5 million in sales, either now or in the foreseeable future, it just doesn't make sense to go for patent protection because the cost of enforcing your patent is going to grossly exceed your sales. You just don't have a market large enough to enforce your patents there. If you're manufacturing in a foreign jurisdiction, you may want to consider filing a patent application in that jurisdiction. You don't want to order 100,000 units of your product and have the manufacturer sell 200,000 units of your product to other sellers. And finally, if you have contracts or relationships in a specific foreign country, you may want to consider getting a patent in that country. Those are the only reasons, in my experience, why you might want to get a patent application filed in a foreign jurisdiction. If you've run across other reasons in your practice or in your experience, please put those in the comments section below. We'd love to read about them. Whether and where to file foreign patent applications can be complicated, as much as an MBA problem as a legal question. If you're an individual inventor or a lightly funded startup, proceed into foreign patent applications with caution. Is this really the best place for you to invest limited resources? For larger companies, consider my 3-part test and overlay this test on your larger patent strategy and your business goals. Okay, that's all I have today on filing foreign patent applications and deciding where to file. If you'd like some help with your patent applications or your company's patent portfolio or patent strategy, shoot me an email at the address below. I'd love to hear from you. In the meantime, if you found this video helpful, I think you're going to find this next video helpful as well. I'll see you over there.